everyone, and welcome back to Art with Miss Choate. Today, Miss Nucha's camping. To go along with her story, so I figured I'd get outside too. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be gathering, we're going to try to find some big leaves because she's doing a story about the night gardener, and he cuts the bushes in such a beautiful, artistic way that we're going to take some nature and we're going to cut them and we're going to shape them into our own beautiful bushes and trees when we get back inside. Now, if you can't get outside to get a tree or the weather by you isn't very good today, it's okay. You can use green paper or you can get white paper and color it green. That's fine. But since I have some trees back here, I'm going to gather some nature. I'm going to create my own shrubbery that we're going to create into a beautiful shape. So let's go find our nature. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to sketch out our trunk and then whatever shape we want to turn our tree or our bush into. So I'm going to be turning my tree into an owl, just like in the night gardener. So I'm going to draw my trunk coming up. My trunk is brown, so I'm just using a brown pencil for this, but you can also feel free to use a pencil just in case you make any mistakes. I'm going to draw some branches coming off. And now I'm going to loosely start drawing the shape of the owl. So I'm going to have the tail. I'm still going to draw this in brown. It's going to get covered up in our green paper or our green leaves. So here's our tail. This is the shape of the owl. Now we're going to draw a wing. And it's going to come on top of some of those branches we already drew. And it's kind of like the shape of a leaf. So you can grab one of those leaves and be like, is that kind of the shape? Okay, it is. Very good. Then we're on the right track. And then we're going to draw in the owl's chest, which is going to be an oval shape. And then we're going to draw in the head. Now remember, this is all going to be covered up with our leaves or our green paper. So we're going to draw a circle there. Make sure your chest connects. Make sure your wing seems big enough. And now we can't forget about the ears. And they're on the sides. And I'm going to draw in our eyes. I will be putting eyes in, but probably with a black marker. And then our nose or beak. So there we have the start of our tree owl. So now we can take our leaves or our green paper, green tissue paper or white paper that you color green, and we're going to start to cut it up. We're not going to leave it whole, although you could if you want to. I'm going to cut mine up. So I got some big leaves, huge ones, and I'm going to cut these up, including my tissue. I'm actually going to do both. So now that I have my two different leaves cut up, I got some tissue paper. Now I'm going to start collaging it in on my owl with my glue. And you can go ahead and you can cut them smaller, you can rip them smaller. I'm just going to put down a base of glue so I don't have to keep gluing. And I'm going to want to try to make it fit. I'm also going to overlap my pieces. And that way it kind of gives it that texture of an owl, like the feathers of the body. And you can even put that glue on top of the leaf, on top of the tissue paper. And play. Don't just throw down the first thing you see. If you notice that some other piece would look better, pick it up, put down a different piece. Like this line, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm just going to rip that off. You can even layer more on top of each other. You could cut it depending on what you see fit. And then we can also go back with a black marker and define that body again, because we might tend to lose it. But we're having fun with this project. We're just playing, we're letting ourselves explore. I really like the different colors of green that I'm seeing in this. Now I'm going to go down to this tail, and I'm going to let them be kind of loose. Long and now I'm going to move on to the face. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to cover it in glue. And I'm going to see what looks good where. So now we can go ahead with our markers and we can draw in our details and the rest of our tree. But I really like how the colors mix together. I kind of struggled a little bit with the face, but then I found the edge of a leaf to be a perfect curve. So let's see what happens when we add our marker. So I'm going to start by adding our eyes, and I'm actually just going to be doing a little brown marker since I'm going to be doing brown everywhere else. Add a little detail to our ears. Add it to the neck. Now you don't have to do this, but I wanted these lines to show a little bit more like this is the wing. Tree branches. And now I'm just going to color in the bark of the tree. But I'm going to leave some of that white come through to be a little bit more like value. So I hope you had fun being your own night gardener, collecting nature, or just using some green paper that you have in the house. So I hope you had fun making your own tree owl and collaging those different colors together. So remember, if you haven't already, go listen to my mom, Miss Nutra, read The Night Gardener now. And remember, if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe so you always get notified, and leave us a comment to let me know, like, what do you want to see in the future? Did you enjoy this? Did you go collect nature? Tell me how it went for you. I hope to see you next time with Art with Miss Choate. Bye!